which one should you choose? 85mm VCM 1.4 or 28-70 STM 2.8? In my opinion, you most likely gonna need exactly this one. So it's a 28-70 2.8. And my reasoning, why exactly? At first, 85 1.4 is heavier. So if you put it on your camera body, you're gonna feel the difference, honestly. Like it's gonna pull on the front. Like it's not a, oh my gosh, big difference. Like size-wise also you can see like it's like, I don't know, not even an inch the difference here. But I guess because of a voice coil motor here, it feels way more heavier than this one. So my next point gonna go to 85mm, just because it's 1.4, and of course you can get a way much better speed with it. On an example, you see this one, I took two pretty much absolutely the same pictures. I was trying to keep it even on the same zoom level, but as you can see, this one is 70mm and this one is 85mm, and this is 1.4, and look at this, it's a 1/8000th of the second, and with all the same settings on 2.8 you would get 1/2000th. So it's a 4 times faster, and this 4 times goes to any number. If it's like a let's say if it would be like a 1/100th of the second on 70, that would be like a 1/400th on 85mm. I mean like a 1.4 aperture. It doesn't matter which lens, honestly, gonna be like just for you to understand the difference about that. Also, you can see here on this picture, I was playing like with exposure and blah blah blah, but you can see that this one is 85mm, but I was using 2.8, and I was able to use a 1/6400th of the second. But out of just fun, I took a picture here when I just moved to 1.4 aperture, and look how it's blown up. Like it's 8,000ths of the second, and my camera, I have a Canon R5 C. It doesn't allow me like to go faster. I cannot choose anything faster than a 1/8000th second. So that's why we're getting those blown image. My next point also gonna go to 85mm, but this time for bokeh. So like for background separation. On this picture, like you see, like it's 85mm. Those leaves, it's so close to me, I'm pretty much touching it. But you can see that in 1.4 aperture on 85mm, it's making those even leaves like separated from me. So like a background separation working perfectly fine, like even when it's very close to the subject. In comparison 2.8, it's like a shot on 70, and you can see that those leaves doesn't have this level of background separation. It's still good. I mean, like it's nice background separation, but it's not the same level. Even though that I'm giving point to 85mm, I would want to make a point that background separation can be done in post, right? So you can go here and just say, okay, apply lens blur and wait 3 days, of course. Yeah, you see like a bump, now it's like that. And like you can, of course, change like what level you want to have, but you can go way past what 1.4 gives you. See, even though that it's 2.8, but yeah, I should say that it's not as good as you think, maybe, or if you gonna pixel peep. Okay, here it's not as bad as I would expect, honestly. But sometimes, especially like if you have some like maybe headphones, and you know, like these big headphones, so it can treat part of this like headphones that going over your head as a background and kind of blur it, and it's going to be visible. So in that case, you would go somewhere like here, you know, I can just say, okay, I want to use a brush and refine like where they're supposed to be. Like, I mean, like it's not a big deal, but it's something to keep in mind. The next point that I say, like that nobody gonna get this point because they're equal in that. It's a quality of image. So for that, I took a picture, two pictures, like of myself, you know, like, and one is 70 mils, like 2.8, and one is 85 mils, 2.8. There is no difference, like in how sharp it's gonna look on a 1.4 or 2.8. Yeah, look, I have here like 800% zoom. I'm gonna use this crazy ass zoom just to show you how good are these lenses. It's 800%. Look, like, here you can see the pixels, right, already, but it's like again like 800%, and you can see the pixels like each one, and it's not because of quality of the lens itself. It's just because like my camera doesn't have so much pixels. I mean, like my camera have about what 45 megapixels, I believe. So again, it's a R5 C. You can check it later. But anyway, you see like it's really nice quality, and I didn't apply any changes. Like it's exactly a raw image, no changes whatsoever. And that's 85 mils, right? So now 70 mils, the same setting. I use the same even eye, no difference. I kind of shot a little bit, probably a couple of inches closer on 85 mils, but it's still sharp and sharp. Maybe, yeah, maybe here like I can see that it's not so clean. My wing here is like more detailed, but again, I shot it a little bit closer. That's my mistake. So additionally, I just want to show you also the Hummingbird, the pictures that I took on 85 mils, 1.4, and you see that I use a 1/8000 speed and ISO 200, which is crazy great. And so like if you wanna take a picture of something like Hummingbird Calibri, like that swinging wings so fast, that would definitely give you benefit. Of course, like because it's just prime lens, it's not gonna give you flexibility kind of in different situations. So this I would consider rather rare case. But here I want to say that I cropped this picture heavily. So if you see, that's how I cropped it. Look at this, and I still have this quality, and I still probably can go a little further. Like that's 800% now. That's 800%, and that's amount of details you can get. So that's a great lens. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to tell you that you should and must like get 28-70. I believe that just value that you can get for 28-70, because it's a telephoto lens. It gives you exactly the same quality of the glass. It also have a weather saving as the same as a 85, so they both have it. In comparison with focus speed, yes, VCM lens, so 85 mils 1.4 is faster. It's gonna focus on anything way much faster, but 28-70 not so much worse. It's not like a 2.8 version of those, let's say RF 16. If you have it, you know, like so, you can see how struggling it is with focus, you know what I mean? Like, it's not struggling, but it's not as fast. This is a newer version of STM motor, so that's really fast. One thing worth mentioning is that 85 on 1.4 has a little bit of vignetting, and you can see this corners kind of darker. If I'm gonna play with exposure, like to point it even more, you can see how it is. And then you can see like it's 2.8 and the same lens, but 2.8, and you probably not gonna see anything already, I don't know. For 28-70, yeah, you can see vignetting in a 2.8. So let's again, I can just do this, and you can see that it exists here. And yeah, with wider aperture, it's gonna disappear. One more point, and it's gonna go to 28-70, just because it have image stabilization. So this works very well for photography. I mean, I would not recommend, honestly, at this point to use image stabilization with Canon cameras for video. So next thing to say, like, good about this lens, about 85mm, and again, like, on my opinion, it's more for video, exactly, benefits for video. There is no focus breathing here, so you're gonna change the focus from one thing to another thing, and it's just going to do it internally. You're not gonna see that, you know, like kind of like that, moving, zooming, like your wall not gonna go back and forth like because of changing the zoom, which again, like not a big issue for me personally, but I mean, like if I would do some professional content, you know, I can blah blah blah, like it's somewhere outside probably, or a lot of people, just different distance, like somebody sit here, for example, somebody sit there, and it's like always, I have to always switch the focus, and in that case I would see that changes in a field of view, like if it would be this kind of lens, because this one, I mean, like one thing is telephoto, right? So, and it's not like telephoto like Z series, for example, like 20, I believe it's 24-105 Z, and it's like that huge lens, and yeah, and it's all internal also, like, so you have no focus breathing. Here it's like a lightweight, it's smaller. But if you want like to go to 70, for example, yep, that's how it's gonna be on 70. Like if you put it out completely, which again, for me, not a big for me, not an issue for me at all. So again, considering everything that I just say, I would say that this is so far my favorite, like for versatility, let's say that. So like you can use it for pretty much anything. Like, so it's 28, it is 28, you can film a video, you can take landscape photography, especially like for me personally, when I do landscape photography, especially if I really like something, I'm a pixel peeper. So I love pixels. I love to just increase like a zoom, everything. So even like when I was in at Yosemite National Park, you know, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get a picture, and I was using 70 here. Right, so I was using 70 for taking a landscape photography, just because let's say you have this frame that you want to like take a picture of, like, so this is a like mountain here, so I would go like a small picture here, 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 here. So I would take about like 20 pictures, and then in a post-production, I would just merge it as a panorama, and I would get like a huge image quality. For me, 28-70 is a winner. Like just if I would have a budget, let's say $2,000 on a camera equipment, and I would like to cover and landscape, video, like some portraits, like whatever it is, honestly, like this is such a great lens for that. It has all like bare minimum focal distances that you may need to get out of any situation pretty much. Here I would say it's very specific for what you need to do. So I would say it is for portraits mostly, like it's a great portrait lens. Don't get me wrong, it's a great lens. It's amazing lens. They're both amazing lenses. But again, you can get 90%. I just said it out of my head, like I don't have a calculator about that, but it feels like 90% value here. I mean, like a 90% value of this lens is here. Like you're not gonna lose a lot. So like if you have to choose just one and you not doing specifically only for portraits, and again, like even for portraits, you can get pretty much similar results. Just add some thing in post-production here, like a background blur, blah blah blah, whatever, and it's gonna give you the same result. So to me, this one is clear winner. This is just a cool stuff. As a person who loves all this kind of equipment, you know, like just to play with the lenses, I love this lens. But again, it's like at some point you end up with this stuff, like with ideas that, okay, I need like to go somewhere, you know, like I'm gonna go, I don't know, maybe on a hike or on a trip, which lenses I should take. And I was having at some point like a lot of them, and I had a huge backpack for camera and lenses, and I couldn't fit all of them there. Plus, of course, I had a drone, I have a 360 camera, I have a GoPro, you know, like all this stuff. And I end up like, you know, I need something like kind of more universal, you know. I just, okay, I'm gonna give up some low light performance, but I'm gonna be able to use just one lens for everything. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Hope my video was helpful. Like, subscribe. See you.